Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, doing the same things every day but not really getting anywhere? You have big dreams, big goals, but something is holding you back. It's like you're running on a treadmill, putting in the effort, but your scenery never changes. What if I told you there's one single discipline that can change everything? It's not some magic pill or a secret only billionaires know. It's something you already have inside you, waiting to be unlocked. This discipline is the foundation of every success story, the engine behind every great achievement, and the key to transforming your life from what it is to what you want it to be. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand what this discipline is, why it's so powerful, and how you can start using it today to build the life you've always imagined. So, what is this game-changing discipline? It's the discipline of consistency. I know, it doesn't sound very glamorous, does it? We're often sold the idea of overnight success, of that one big break that changes everything. But the truth is, real, lasting change doesn't happen in a single, dramatic moment. It happens in the small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every single day. It's the writer who shows up to the blank page every morning, even when they don't feel inspired. It's the athlete who does their drills day in and day out, long after the initial motivation has faded. It's the entrepreneur who makes one more sales call, sends one more email, even after a dozen rejections. Consistency is the quiet, relentless force that turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. It's about choosing to show up for your future self, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Think of it like water carving through rock. A single drop does nothing, but over time, a steady stream can create a Grand Canyon. Your daily actions are those drops of water. Individually, they might seem small, but compounded over time, they have the power to reshape the entire landscape of your life. Let's break down why consistency is so powerful. First, it builds momentum. You know that feeling when you start a new habit, and the first few days are the hardest. Pushing a stalled car is toughest at the very beginning. But once it starts rolling, it gets easier and easier to keep it moving. Consistency works the same way. Every time you stick to your plan, you're giving that car another push. Soon enough, the momentum takes over, and what once felt like a monumental effort becomes second nature. This is how habits are formed. Your brain literally rewires itself to make the consistent action the default path, the path of least resistance. Second, consistency builds trust not just with others, but with yourself. This is huge. Every time you tell yourself you're going to wake up early, or go to the gym, or work on your side hustle, and you actually do it, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind that says, I am reliable. I keep my promises. I can count on myself. When you trust yourself, your self-esteem skyrockets. You stop doubting your ability to achieve things because you have a track record of success, built one small, consistent action at a time. This self-trust becomes the bedrock of your confidence, empowering you to take on bigger and bigger challenges. And third, consistency is the ultimate teacher. You can't get good at something by just thinking about it or doing it once in a while. Mastery comes from repetition. When you consistently practice a skill, you start to notice the nuances. You identify what works and what doesn't. You make small adjustments, you experiment, you refine your approach. This feedback loop is essential for growth. Inconsistency, on the other hand, robs you of this opportunity. If you only go to the gym sporadically, you never give your body the chance to adapt and grow stronger. If you only work on your business when you feel motivated, you never gather enough data to make smart decisions. Consistency creates the volume of experience needed to learn, adapt, and eventually excel. It's the difference between being a dabbler and becoming a master. Now for the big question, how do you actually build this discipline of consistency, especially when life is so busy and unpredictable? The secret isn't about having superhuman willpower. It's about creating systems that make consistency easy, or at least easier. The first step is to start ridiculously small. We often fail because we try to do too much, too soon. We go from 0 to 100, burn out in a week, and then give up entirely. Instead of saying, I'm going to write a book, start with, I'm going to write one sentence every day. Instead of I'm going to run a marathon, start with I am going to put on my running shoes and walk to the end of the block. The goal isn't to get immediate results. The goal is to build the identity of someone who shows up. Once the habit of showing up is established, you can slowly increase the intensity. Make it so easy you can't say no. The second technique is called habit stacking. This is where you link your new desired habit to an existing one you already do without thinking. For example, if you want to start meditating, you could decide to meditate for 1 minute right after you brush your teeth in the morning. Your brain already has a strong neural pathway for brushed teeth, so by tacking the new habit onto it, you're using that existing momentum. After my morning coffee, I will read 1 page of a book. When I put my head on the pillow at night, I will think of one thing I'm grateful for. This connects the new, difficult action to an old, automatic one, making it much more likely to stick. Another crucial strategy is to design your environment for success. Our willpower is a finite resource. If you rely on it all day, every day, you're going to fail. A smarter approach is to make your desired actions the easiest option and your undesired actions the hardest. Want to eat healthier? Don't bring junk food into the house. Put a bowl of fruit on the counter instead. Want to practice guitar more? Don't keep it in its case in the closet. Put it on a stand in the middle of your living room where you can't miss it. Want to scroll less on your phone? Move the distracting apps off your home screen and into a folder, or even better, set time limits. You are a product of your environment. So, consciously curate an environment that pushes you towards your goals, rather than one you have to constantly fight against. But what happens when you fall off track? Because you will. It's inevitable. Life happens. You get sick, you have a family emergency, or you just have a really bad day where nothing goes right. This is the moment that defines everything. Most people see this as failure. They think, well, I broke the streak. It's over. I might as well give up. But this is where the truly consistent person shines. They don't see it as failure, they see it as data. They embrace the rule never miss twice. 1 missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the beginning of a new and wanted habit. So if you miss a workout, make it your absolute priority to get the next one in. If you eat a pizza, make sure your next meal is a healthy one. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to get back on track as quickly as possible. This mindset shifts everything. It removes the guilt and shame and replaces it with a simple, actionable plan. Just don't miss twice. It's this resilience, this ability to rebound, that separates the amateurs from the pros. Let's put this all together. The discipline that changes everything is consistency. It's not about grand gestures, it's about small, daily commitments. It builds momentum that makes your habits automatic. It builds trust in yourself, which fuels your confidence. And it provides the feedback you need to master any skill. To build it, you need to start small, so small you can't fail. Use habit stacking to link new behaviors to old ones. Design your environment to make good choices easy and bad choices hard. And most importantly, when you stumble, remember the golden rule: never miss twice. Get back on track immediately. Your future is not defined by one heroic effort. It is forged in the furnace of your daily habits. It's built in the quiet moments when you choose to show up, even when no one is watching. That is where the magic happens. That is where your life begins to change. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a better life. And I want to hear from you. What is one small, consistent action you are going to commit to starting today? Drop it in the comments below. Let's hold each other accountable and start building our momentum together. Thanks again. And I'll see you in the next one.